God gave you this life, this gift, and you're wasting it, playing video games, scrolling, doing nothing. And God is watching every second, looking at you. And what do you think he feels? Is he proud or is he a bit more disappointed? Think about that. You see, God created this whole world in its vastness and in its all its splendor. And what are you doing? Sitting in a dark room, looking at fucking pixels. Is that the life that you're gonna live? Is that the best it can truly be? Ask yourself that. And think to yourself what all the things you could achieve are, because most people don't even believe that life can be more. Most people don't believe that they can be more than just, oh, I'm gonna work a job I hate, then I'm gonna go home, turn on the TV, then maybe a bit video games. They don't even believe that there is more to life, because they have been so demoralized by the TV. They watch the TV to demoralize themselves to watching more TV, more social media, more video games. But think to yourself, just for one singular moment, you use countless hours doing boring, menial tasks in a video game to farm the most amount of XP. But you won't do that in real life to build muscle in the gym. Why? You go and use hours upon hours to research what is the best way to get gold in the video game. But you won't even research how to start your dream business or how to start posting content on social media. How do I apply to that football team and, try to become a pro? You won't even do that. Think about this. And once you understand that it is all possible, you start to believe that your life can actually truly be more, then it will start to change into being more. You see, if you don't believe that humans can fly, you believe that no, humans cannot fly, it's impossible. Well, let me tell you something. The only thing impossible is impossibility. And so if you're one of those people who believe that no, humans cannot fly, and I tell you, well, try it. Try to fly. What will you do? Flap your arms a bit for 10 seconds. Say, oh, it didn't work. Humans can't fly. And then you give up. Because you don't believe that humans can fly. But if you tell someone, try to fly, and they believe the truth, they know for a fact that humans can fly. Yeah, at first they maybe flap their arms and realize that didn't work. But due to failure, they don't give up. They don't stop at failure. They try something else. They innovate. Maybe he learns a bit of engineering. And now he starts building an aircraft. It's rudimentary. It's basic. And he tries to fly with it and boom! The engine blows. Something happens. He gets injured during the process. Yeah, once again, failure. But he does not stop at failure because he knows deep down that it is possible. He believes that it can be done. So after months of healing in a hospital, he goes back and tries again. Now he fixes the wings. He fixes the problem with the engine. He does all the things and boom! He flies among the birds, looking down upon all the people who did not believe. You see, that is the power of belief. When you believe that something is possible, you can make it happen. And so if you believe that your life can be more than just video games, more than just scrolling social media, more than just being, a skinny or a fat dude sitting in a dark room alone, then you can make it more. That's what I did. I am no different to you. You're probably in many ways more talented than I am. But why am I in better shape than you? At least most likely. Well, it's because I believed. I was a fat gamer as well. I drank the alcohol, I did all the stupid stuff, the junk food, everything. But then I realized that my life can be more. And I truly believed that. And so even though I used countless hours playing video games, if you know CSGO, I was global elite. I achieved the highest pinnacle in that game. But what did I get for that? Nothing. Nobody congratulated me. No one gives a fuck. Look around. Nobody cares. I could say to the next person that goes by, oh, by the way, I'm global. Nobody gives a fuck. You see, those achievements in your video games mean nothing. Imagine if you use that time on something that actually achieves something that people care about. Every time you wanted to watch a movie, instead of watching a 2-hour movie, you went to exercise for 2 hours. You went to the gym, you went running, you went for a fucking walk even, burning some calories. Imagine the shape you would be in. Imagine if every time you're like, I'm gonna use the next 6, 7, 8, 10 hours playing a fucking video game, you use that time building a business. You use that time making content, chasing your dreams, doing anything worthwhile. Just imagine the way people would look at you. Imagine the person you would be. You see, it is all possible if you simply believe, and then through that belief you act. You go and do it. You see, it is all possible. And if I look at my own life, it has all come down to the fact that I simply had the courage to try, and I had the belief that it can be done. When everyone said it's impossible, I just fucking did it. And so that can be you. Your life can be more, and God Himself will reward you. If you read the Bible, read the Old Testament for example, you read about David. David is one of God's favorites. Why? Because he's courageous. He was courageous enough to face Goliath when everyone else cowered in fear. David was courageous enough to go and face all kinds of enemies, big armies, when the king himself was cowering in his kingdom, in his own castle. But then eventually God rewards David for his bravery, for his hard work. It all pays off. And David gets anointed as the king. That can be you. But God will not reward you for sitting in a room alone and doing nothing. Why would? Has God ever in history went to people who did nothing with their lives? God created this world for you to have adventures in. God gave you eyes so you could see the beauty of the world. God gave you feet and arms and limbs and a body so you could go and have adventures. You could explore. There is land here for you to conquer. You do nothing. And then you wonder why things won't change. Man, I can't catch a break. Why can't things just change for me? Why can't things get better? Well, maybe you're gonna have to change. So how about you challenge yourself for the next even fucking 2 weeks? Just for 2 weeks, you stop playing the video games. Every time you wanna play a video game, you do something productive. Read the Bible. Fucking work on something, anything. And watch your life change. Every time you feel like, I'm gonna scroll social media, at least go on a fucking treadmill while you scroll. Like with these very small changes, all of a sudden your entire life will be completely different, and the path of life that you will walk down upon will have weird. All of a sudden when you look back upon your last few years, you won't be like, man, It's not just a blur about video games and movies that I don't remember. Because truly, do you even remember? Do you even have any good memories about the video games? Or did you just play it, forget about it, and move on to the next one? Maybe you will have built life experiences that you can be proud of if you just go and try. If you just first believe and then you have the courage to act. And so go out there, chase your dreams, and have a fantastic day.